What's happening, people? I didn't post yesterday or the day before that. I'm sorry. I also forgot to post the strengthening video for yesterday. It'll be posted today. Time to get back on track. I don't know why I was just tripping for some reason. I don't know why. But your boy's back. Let's believe that, man. And I'm here. No need to fear. Papa's here. I ain't gonna lie. We stop, bro. But yeah, let's get the video started, man. Top 10 most satisfying revenge skills in cartoons. Check out Watch Mojo. Them boys be coolin', man. If you know, you know, bro. Like they got like a lot of shit. We're gonna look at the most. Today we're gonna be reacting to the top 10 most satisfying revenge skills in cartoons. Revenge kills sounds crazy. You would hear that shit in like DC or anime, but cartoons. Fuck it. Let's get started.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 revenge kills in animated shows.
Your time is up, Shredder.
I was wrong.
We'll exclude any anime or movies here, so beware of major spoilers ahead. Number 10, Rick eliminates a Galactic traitor, Rick and Morty. During a shocking season finale, Tammy took a page out of the Game of Thrones playbook and betrayed her husband, Bird Person, at a wedding. After revealing herself as an agent, she tried to execute Rick Sanchez and anyone who stood in her way.
Drop the portal gun. Slide it to the center of the room. Somebody confiscate that.
The scientist escaped with a newfound thirst for revenge for the traitorous spouse. Shortly after Tammy returned to Earth and threatened his family, Rick immediately flew out to confront her.
Tammy, this is the office where my family works to better itself.
What, and that makes it sacred?
No, it makes it a place I've rigged with a lot.
Tammy, you can't be messing with my dog, Rick's fam. First you killed my dog, Bird Person, and now you trying to go after my fam? Oh yeah. Time to meet God, sweetheart. Time to meet God.
Of voice-activated escape contingencies.
Despite his best efforts, he ends up on the wrong side of Tammy's space gun. But a timely assist from his grandkids puts him back in control. Although Rick dispatches her pretty quickly, it was still great to see that the traitor could no longer threaten the universe.
Where is Tammy?
Oh, don't worry about her. I killed her.
I loved her.
Really?
Number 9. Aquaman lets his treacherous brother fall. Justice League.
Apparently, I underestimated you, brother. A mistake I won't make again.
The King of Atlantis initially thought that the surface dwellers were trying to end his life. However, it turned out that Aquaman's brother Orm was behind the whole scheme. The twisted sibling used the assassination attempt as an excuse to ascend to the throne. To make matters worse, Orm left Aquaman and his son in a deadly magma trap.
Well, I'm off to avenge your deaths.
After the king removed his own hands to save himself and his child, he prepared to unleash a tidal wave of hurt on his brother. Their tense battle ends with Orm dangling over an abyss. Without a second thought, Aquaman watched his brother fall into the darkness.
Please, brother, help me.
I believe this is mine.
We were glad that the king came out atop this dark sibling rivalry. Number 8. Joe gets justice for his injuries. Family Guy.
Bobby Briggs is the one who put me in this wheelchair. And they got him. They finally got him.
When a criminal known as Bobby the Shirt Briggs is captured, it's initially a cause for celebration. Years prior, he discovered Joe was an undercover cop and shot the officer in the legs. The injuries caused the policeman to have to rely on a wheelchair for life. So when Briggs escaped custody, Joe couldn't let the villain slip away. The policeman and his allies pursued the criminal all over the country. When Joe finally gets Briggs dead to rights, he delivers a surprisingly emotional speech for the comedic show.
I've waited 15 years for this moment, Briggs. Do you have any idea what it's like to have to lift yourself into a wheelchair every morning?
Speaking of comedy, the cop's decision to injure the villain's legs unintentionally out to be fatal. The way the characters hilariously shrug off the murder made this act of vengeance both dark and funny.
Well, you guys helped me finally have some closure in my life. I feel like a new man, like I'm reborn.
Number 7. Soup kids get serious parental payback. The boys diabolical.
They said we'd be rich with a superhero kid, not this freak.
We just want our lives back, okay?
I'm hungry.
There! Do you see what we have to deal with?
A bunch of superpowered young people were forced to go to an orphanage after their abilities became inconvenient at home. When the kids discovered that their parents involuntarily pushed the powers on them, they got incredibly angry. The young Soups then teamed up to eliminate all their selfish guardians. In a montage that was both brutal and hilarious, the kids take out all of the bad parents. It all builds up to a tragic confrontation between a ghostly Soup and her uncaring dad.
What do you want?
What do I want? I want to feel, but I can't. I want to touch or eat or taste, but I can't. I even want to die, but I can't.
Since she can't physically touch him, the whole group steps forward to help her get revenge. While the episode ends on a predictably downbeat note for a boys' universe show, it was still entertaining to see the Soups lash out.
Don't worry, I'll be back one day.
Number 6. Brion punishes his crooked uncle, Young Justice.
Princess Tara. And given their stance against meta trafficking, Brion is most likely responsible for the...
What y'all know about that Young Justice, man? This was one of the best shows on Cartoon Network, I swear to God, bro. Like, on some real shit. It was fucked up, bro. Shit, it got me crying when I saw, like, the Flash die. There's some reason, I don't know why. Yeah, he disappeared from he literally disappeared in thin air. But, yeah, check out Young Justice, man. One of the best shows there ever was on Cartoon Network. If you know, you know.
Assassinations of his own parents, King Victor and Queen Ilona.
Over the course of a few years, the youngest prince's sister went missing, he found his parents murdered in their home, and he was forced into getting superpowers. Although Brion discovered his uncle Frederick was responsible, the royal wasn't able to avenge his loved ones. But the prince got a chance when he returned to his home country as the hero Geoforce. When Frederick tried to take the throne once more, Brion beat him in battle and ensnared him in a trap.
You kidnapped my sister! Murdered my parents! Betrayed crown and country!
Although the crooked uncle surrendered, the prince still didn't feel like he achieved justice. Brion then proceeded to kill Frederick publicly with boiling lava powers. The brutal execution was cathartic.
Ain't no nothing brutal. Hey fam, you took 3 of mines. Yo buddy, you're gone, bro. Out of here, finado, over with, bro. See you later, fucking alligator. Hey, fuck out of here, bro.
For the long tormented prince.
Do you not hear the crowd? They know what I did was just, and so should you.
Number 5. Annette lets her former tormentor burn. Castlevania Nocturne.
You better run, little girl.
I'm gonna be real, I did not know this show is still continuing. I gotta watch it. If y'all know about Castlevania, so.
Run as fast as you can.
Annette spent her early years enslaved and afraid of committing any offense against those who imprisoned her. Despite her best efforts to stay under the radar, the cruel vampire Vaublanc broke into her home and killed her mother in front of her eyes. Years later, Annette discovered she had magical abilities and fled enslavement. She honed her skills until she encountered Vaublanc again. Annette quickly overpowered the vampiric goon and trapped him in a cage of crosses that burned him with the slightest touch.
I know what your nightmares are made of.
I'm not the one in the cage.
While Vaublanc attempts to intimidate her, she stands unfazed at the sunrises. Although he tries to convince her that she still isn't free, she ends up smiling outside the cage he burns to death in during a very satisfying scene.
The sun is rising, devouring the darkness.
It always does. This is the natural order.
Number 4, Prince Char blows up his father's assassin. Star Wars: The Clone Wars. From the moment Riff Tamsin arrived on Mancala, he caused nothing but strife for the young royal.
I am dedicated to serving the Quarren, as well as my own people, the Mon Calamari.
Silence! You haven't earned the right to speak at this gathering.
This villain threatened to enslave everyone in the kingdom, killed the king, and tried to slay Prince Char multiple times. The royal initially had to be saved by other heroes, but in the end, the prince had to fight Riff Tamsin alone to protect his people. Despite being physically outmatched, the royal manages to steal one of his enemy's explosive daggers. That twist doesn't stop Riff from gloating.
I killed your father without pity or mercy.
Then I'll
Yep. Just like you about to say. Kill my father without pity and mercy. I'm about to kill you with the same pity and no mercy. Come on, man.
Turn the favor.
However, the prince silences his foe by throwing the blade into the villain's shoulder and shooting it so it instantly explodes. For all Riff's talking about being a predator, he still fell prey to an enemy who deserved justice.
The day is won! Long live the prince! Long live the prince!
Number 3, Leonardo slices Shredder. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And Leo? Give Shredder a couple of hits from me.
Splinter raised his 4 sons to be strong fighters that could face anything. But even he couldn't prepare them for the moment that the dangerous Super Shredder struck him down. Hungry for revenge, the Turtles and their allies went on a single-minded mission to end the villain. After fighting their way through the base, the 4 brothers faced off against Super Shredder together.
You're not so tough, cheese grater! We got you! Tonight, it ends!
But the supervillain whittles the team down until it was just Leonardo left. After the hero got backed into a corner, he sees Splinter's spirit. The vision encourages Leonardo to push past his limits and fatally wound Shredder.
Yo, cut that fuck nigga down, man. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Shredder destroyed the lives of so much in this series, bro. Get him gone, bro. Please and thank you.
And just in case anyone doubted that he got the job done, the hero brings stone cold proof to his cathartic victory.
Shredder is finished.
Number 2, the ocean spirit takes Xiao's life. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
The Fire Nation will for generations tell stories about the great Xiao who darkened the moon.
Since waterbenders draw their power from the moon, Firebender Admiral Xiao decided to sever their connection to the cosmic satellite. The twisted villain achieved this by killing an innocent spirit in front of the heroes. In a tragic moment, a young princess gave her life to bring the moon back. While the sacrifice proved successful, the ocean spirit wasn't satisfied. It wasted no time finding Admiral Xiao and ensnaring him with water.
It can't be!
Although the prince tries to help him, the villain accepts his fate and is pulled underwater. This death was already gratifying for fans who loathed the wicked general, but the scene got even better in hindsight when we later learned that Xiao had been sentenced to eternal torment in the spirit world.
I am Xiao the Conqueror! I am the Moon Slayer! I will capture the Avatar!
Hopefully we're not trapped in here as long as that guy.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Jack destroys Aku, Samurai Jack.
I am the lost son of the land that you have.
You know something? I've watched this show, but I've never watched it. You know what I'm saying? Actually sat down and watched the entire series. But this nigga cool, bro. I don't know, by some miracle just remains alive in every fucking episode. Shit's crazy.
Pillaged. I am here to reclaim it. For my people, for my father, for my birthright.
Fool! Just as a brave swordsman was about to kill the evil Aku, the demon flung the hero into the far future. This left the samurai desperate to return to his home to stop the enemy. For over 50 years, the samurai who was nicknamed Jack had to fight for his life to get back home. All the while, Aku constantly tormented the hero and forced the swordsman to make impossible choices. Jack nearly died dozens of times before he finally got back to the past.
You're back already?
When the samurai plunged his sword into Aku's body for the last time, we wanted to stand up and cheer. Jack's successful revenge kill brought the entire series to a satisfying conclusion.
I felt him leave me.
He will never hurt anyone ever again.
What's the most memorable animated revenge kill?
I don't know, bro, but W series, and like I said, W video, man. Check out Watch Mojo, y'all boys. I got another video for y'all coming up in a couple of minutes, man. Check it out. Hold on. And on that note, make sure you like the video, make sure to sub and hit that sub and like button, y'all boys. And I'll catch you on the flippity.